Hey Metal Maniacs, this is Alessandro from Biowarfare and you are thrashing it up on Dave Softee's Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio.
Alrighty, here we go, Metal Maniacs. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio. Hailing from Venezuela, living in Chile from South American Thrash's Biowarfare. Joining us, we have Alessandro Caravella on vocals and bass, and I believe the drummer, also Mario, is with him as well.
Yes,
So I want to mention him as well. And
he's right here.
excellent, great to have you here as well. And they're here to talk about the band's debut offering, Wiping Out Human Race, self-released on December 15th, 2020, as well as talk about the latest news concerning the band Biowarfare. Great to have you here, Mario and Alessandro. Welcome to the Metal Meltdown. Thank you for this opportunity. Before we start, being that we're in the situation of the pandemic, how have you been out there during this COVID-19?
Well, it's been hard for everybody, you know. Um, in our case, we are trying to rehearse at home with all the gears we have, because Mario did have a drum back there in Venezuela, but he started to buy all the stuff so we could play right here at home, and that's the way we are writing new material, as well as releasing the album, and all the stuff was done here during the pandemic. So it's been hard, but we managed to do it.
Well, that's good news, and hope you're staying safe out there. And of course, I've checked out your debut release, Wiping Out Human Race, and I have to say, it's a kick-ass thrash offering. I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
Thank you very much, man. It's been insane. It's been crazy. The acceptance of this album has been insane. People are writing from countries all about around the world, and it's been crazy because we didn't expect this to happen. It's not like we are not having faith in our album. It's just like we didn't expect this to happen. It's been
That's
awesome.
excellent.
More than
Hey,
fun.
the music's great. So music is universal. So anyone around the world that can listen to Biowarfare, they're gonna definitely fall in love with it. They're gonna say, "Wow, this is really good," because thrash is just that way on people. You gotta love it. Yes.
Yes, man. It's been great,
Yeah, that's
honestly.
good news. And I want to know, how was the process for you? What was the process like in the creation of your tunes? Who was responsible for the words and the melodies of the Biowarfare songs?
When we do a song, we try to participate equally in the composition process. Sometimes we're gathered in some place, a studio or someone's house, and sometimes we share ideas, then combine them to create a song. But sometimes Mario and I just grab the gear and start to create some riffs, and it goes on and on until we finish a song. Um, in that way, we managed to record some of the songs that might be on our new album. We have our ideas that already being recorded right here. And as far as the lyrics, I write
Oh,
them all.
really? Nice.
Yes, yes. We talk about what could be the name of the new song, or what it's going to be about, and I just start writing. I obviously tell the guys if they like it, and they tell me if they why is this here, and you can change this or whatever. And but we equally try to compose
That's
and
good. So
write.
you have a democratic process. So if they're not really
Yes,
too much into what you're doing there, they have input and you can change it around and get what you want out of it.
yes. We all share our part. We
Great
all do our
news.
part.
And Alessandro, can you please tell the metal maniacs out there on who makes up the rest of the Bio Warfare lineup, the rest of the band members?
Okay, as you know right now, Mario, that is here with me, he's the drummer. He's been with us since
Great.
2013. The first day he appeared, we tested him with Storm of Bullets. That's one of the songs of Wiping Out Human Race, and he just nailed it. And he's with us since. Rod Martz, Rodrigo Martinez, he's been with us since 2013, pretty much the same time as Mario, a couple months of difference. And from the first day, he just played with us, and we felt fine, and he's still with us. And the newest member is Carlos Perez. He has been a friend of ours since almost 2012, 13, almost the same time. But he had a band back in Venezuela called Violent Wave. Also Thrash, they're good. And then we started to split. We started to exit the country, and we all gathered here, and we offered him the opportunity to play with us, and he said yes, because he didn't know when the other members were going to come, and he just say yes, and here
Very
we are.
good. Thank you for informing us on that. And let's learn all we can about the making of this fine album, Wiping Out Human Race. I would imagine, but maybe it's not true, due to this COVID pandemic, that maybe the process of getting this debut offering completed might have been delayed. Could you let us know how it may have affected that, or if it didn't have any effect at all?
It didn't affect us because all was recorded, mixed and mastered a few years
Oh,
ago. The only thing we didn't have was the art for the cover and the new
I
logo.
see.
The album was entirely produced, mixed, and mastered by Henry Infante from Human Records back in 2015. 2015.
Wow.
And was all
16.
16. Yes, 2016. It was all done, and we couldn't release it because we Mario came here. Rod was attempting to exit the country as well. We didn't know we were going to play with Carlos, and I was going to Ecuador. So it was hard for us to release an album when we were all
Makes
split up.
sense. Yeah, thanks for explaining that to us. And you were waiting for this artwork. So let's talk about the artwork. I find it to have dark imagery with zombies. So how did this get created? Who designed the CD art for Wiping Out Human Race, and who created your new logo?
Okay, well, the art was done last year. We were talking about ideas for the cover, and we came up with one that we all liked. But looking on the internet, we saw a band that had that something just like we wanted to do, and then we had to rethink completely the cover for Wiping Out Human Race. We had to start looking for new ideas because all the ideas we managed to gather were all taken in other band cover. So we had to rethink again, and we managed to combine all the ideas that we thought, and all the ideas are now in the art that you see in Wiping Out Human Race.
Very, very good. Then
They aren't, but really they're not zombies. They're more like lab doctors who are just victims of their own experiments. You can see the military up in the observation balcony. You can see the four horsemen. We thought that could be a strong message, and of course, all the test subjects being part of that barbaric chaos down there.
thank you for explaining that. And actually, who's did you mention the name of the person who designed it?
Yes, his name was Jose
Jose Canales.
Canales.
Thank you.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful job, beautiful job. You asked about
Sure.
the logo. The logo, we also sit around the table with a notebook and a pencil and start drawing. And we were we were like 2 3 months drawing every day, and we didn't came up with something that we all liked. And then just out of nowhere, the new logo was drawn, and our friend Carlos Garcia started to put it together, and the final result is what you see in
Well,
the
it
cover.
works really well. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank you.
I'm very curious about, your music is really great, and this is self-released, but I want to know, have you been able to get in touch with any labels out there, or have you been seeking a label to fit your needs? Is this something that's important to you, or do you prefer just to do it all yourself?
We haven't speak to anyone who wants to label us yet. Of course, it's important to any band that wants to be recognized for their work to be signed up, and it's a dream, man. If you ask anybody, it will tell you the same thing. It's a dream to be in a band and be signed up. But in our case, we are more like getting recognized for our songs. And let's hope that someday, not far from now, someone will say, "Hey guys, you want to sign with me?" It will be awesome. It will be crazy. But it's not like we are dying to do it, because maybe this year we're going to release CDs, physical CDs, and merch. It's all going to be us,
Excellent.
not with any
Yeah, so
label,
you
you
really
know.
are a do-it-yourself band for now, anyway. That's good though. Great news.
From the beginning, we managed to do everything
Very good.
ourselves.
But let's hope it's not going to take 5 years for your next release. Right?
Let's hope not.
And this next question is pretty much, COVID is out there and we're waiting for this to end. But I'd like to know if you have already a plan about touring in support of wiping out the human race for 2021. And actually, what are your thoughts as far as the future of performing for you and the band? What have you thought about this situation?
Honestly, we don't know. The world right now is in a period of standby. It's hard to say. I just hope this pandemic eventually ends and everything returns to normal. But we would love to get on the hit the road and play as much as we possibly could. So yeah, we will love to. It's something that we wanted from the beginning, to play in other countries and show what we made of. All the four of us are hyped,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
We would love to see you here in the States. Hopefully, you can get over here at some point, to perform for us. We would love that.
Well, we would love that too. It's crazy. I can tell how much we appreciate all the people who's writing, who's commenting, who's video reviewing our songs, our album. It's insane. We would love to play
Oh, yeah,
everywhere.
of course. Needless to say, obviously that's what you'd like, and we'd love that to happen for you. And just a moment ago, you were talking about merch. So I'm going to give some links, and after that, I would like to know where you would say would be the best place for a Biowarfare fan to get merch to support the band. And I'm not sure what you have currently available, but you could also tell us what the plans are about merch, what you may have available in the future. So let me give you your Facebook, facebook.com/Biowarfare. And you also have an Instagram,
Yes, Biowarfare official.
Biowarfare Official on Instagram. And then you have your Bandcamp
Yes.
page. That's biowarfare.bandcamp.com/album/wiping out human race with a little dash in between each word. And of course, you're on Spotify. But where would you say would be the best place for a fan, a new fan that just found out about your band that's loving your music? Where would they? Where would be the best place for them to find merch to support you?
We think that if you listen to our songs, that's supportive as hell, man. If you listen to our songs, you are already supporting our music, our band. It's enough. But I would say Bandcamp, because we have been selling this these weeks since it is released, and it's been good. So I mean, it's we have been selling how much? ¿Cuántos discos hemos vendido?
26 disc,
In 3 weeks.
Right, very good.
18 days.
In 18 days, we sell 26
That's not bad at
albums.
all.
It's not much. It's not much, but considering that we didn't expect this to happen,
That's
it's
very good
awesome.
news. And keep up the good work with that. Hopefully, you'll break records more than one sold a day. That's good.
Yes, we are
Yeah, it
hyped, man.
sounds like it, and that's good news. So, what about merch, and what does the future like as far as merch? Have you been thinking about the shirts and stuff like that, or patches, or the physical copy, vinyl, anything like that? You think might be happening?
Might be happening, but right now there's no merch available. In a few months, we're thinking to sell T-shirts, physical CDs, and possibly vinyls, because people are asking for them, and that's the first thing we're gonna do in a few months. That's gonna happen. Yes,
That's good
it's gonna
news, and
happen.
we wait for that to happen. We are happy to know you will be having more merch, and vinyl is great to have as well. And also, let's talk about videos. I was on YouTube looking for Biowarfare videos. I saw your Human Waste official lyric video. Could you tell us a little bit of background behind the making of this? Who actually was the one responsible for the production of it, the editing of it? And also, beyond that, does the band plan on making any future either music or lyric videos?
Okay, the video was made by Sebastian Robles of Filmora 4K here in Chile. Human Waste was the first song we ever wrote, so it's strong, it's fast, it has a strong lyrics and story behind it. So when we decided to do a lyric video, the four of us automatically said that Human Waste was the one. Besides, it's the first song of the album, so people listens to the song and sees the video, and the song is kind of catchy, you know. Um, and it's about the infamous Unit 731. That's the story behind it. So it has a strong message. What can I tell you about the new music and lyric videos? I don't think we're going to do a lyric video soon. We are thinking about an official video if the pandemic allows us to do it. That's what I can tell you about the
Okay.
videos. It's going to be
Okay.
an
Okay,
official
good.
video.
That's good news. And please let us know when that is going to be out there so we can help spread it around.
Sure,
And
man.
look
Sure.
forward to seeing that. And do you consider yourselves gearheads? Would you like to talk about your guitars, your drums, anything to do with what you play? Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing because back in Venezuela we had good gear, but in order to exit we had to sell everything. It's a little sad, but we came here empty-handed, and we are now beginning the process of acquiring new equipment: guitars, bass guitars, pedals, amps, mics, etc. So it's it's kind of embarrassing to talk about this. Back there, we all had quality guitars, I believe, because I was guitar player before a bass player. I had a LTD EX50 with 81, 86 mics, and Rod had a shelter, a Hellraiser with the same mics configuration. And Mario, you can say in Spanish, and I
Main symbols
main symbols, yes.
and DW.
DW, yes. The pedal,
Mid.
DW 5000. The double drum pedals or drum bass was DW 5000, and we had the pedals. We had tube screamers, we had metal muffs, we were well equipped, but it's what's so sad that we had to sell everything in order to come here. But we're starting now, and we think we're going to have good quality equipment to hit the road if the pandemic and God
Yeah, I'm
allows.
very sorry to hear that you had to sell your stuff, but this is very important now that I don't want to put you on the spot, but now I need to know because I'm very curious. Why did you decide to leave Venezuela to go to Chile? What was the reasoning for that?
Well, that's no, it's not a hard question, and we're not embarrassed to talk about that because millions of Venezuelans had to do the same thing. We decided to get out Venezuela because we felt that being there was not going to do us any good. We needed to be in a place that was stable financially and to help our families, to have another welfare, to have another financial situation that could help us to support and raise the band.
I do. I
You know what
follow
I
you
mean?
because there are so many great bands of all genres in Chile, especially Santiago. But I don't know too many in Venezuela actually. So I understand your point very well.
Venezuela has an incredible talent regarding metal bands. Not all of them are thrash metal bands, but all kinds of metal. And it's incredible that all those bands, most of them, are gone. They're not in Venezuela anymore. Most of them are just working their asses off just to help their families because the entire formation of the bands are scattered all around the world. and it's hard for them. It's been hard for us. I can tell how hard has been for
I'm
them
very
too.
sorry to hear that it's so hard for you over there. But I hope for the best for you and that you can be productive and make some money and survive very strongly out there.
Yes, yes, it's been hard, but we're doing it, and it's not, if you put your effort into something, it it will happen.
Yeah, I
It will
I
happen
can I can
eventually.
agree with that. And so, what do you guys do for a living when you're uh, supporting the band? How do you support the band? How do you actually make a living?
For example, I work in a company that sells furniture, and Mario is system engineer. I don't know if that's the right term in English. He works for
Okay,
IBM.
that's a good. That sounds like a good job.
Rod, yes, that's a good job. Yes, Rod works fixing.
Washing machine.
Yeah, yeah, he fixes. He's a technician of washing machines, so and
That's what
appliances. I believe
exactly
that's the.
appliances. You got it.
And Carlos is also
Ingeniero mecánico.
is a mechanical engineer.
Very nice.
Yes, we work all day. It's hard because when you work all day, you have so little time to spend with the band, or with anything else, that it's crazy. So, I mean, when we have Sundays from 1 to 6 p.m. to rehearse at home, and right there you get the ideas for the next songs that are going to be recorded. So it's not that bad either.
Well, just by what you're telling us about the band and everything related to the band, and your departure from Venezuela to Chile, and everything that you're doing, it really makes me appreciate your band so much more. I didn't know about anything to do with Biowarfare, but after talking to you about this, it really makes me appreciate your band a lot more.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. It means a lot to
Oh,
us,
yeah,
really.
of course, bro. And so, what I'd like to know is what is next for Biowarfare, and when do you find the time to do anything for Biowarfare with all your jobs and keeping busy with that? What is like the game plan for the future of Biowarfare?
First, let's hope the pandemic ends. If that happens, go out on tours. Later, start to record our next album, sell merch, and that depending on how that goes. Later, videos, lyric videos, and keep thrashing, man.
Yeah, yeah. So you have all the writing already complete, ready to be recorded for your next offering. That's good
Almost.
news. That's good news.
We have like 4 to 5 songs almost ready to be recorded, but we want to have all ready to start the recording process. And with the little time that we have, we are not being able to finish that.
I understand that, but let me tell you this. I'm going to give you an open invitation for when you do complete the music and you have a recorded and ready to talk about. I want you to come back on Metal Meltdown that we can talk about your next offering.
Awesome.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very
Oh, of
much,
course,
David.
and that's
Right.
how we are. We're here. We're all about supporting the underground. That's what this is all about. And uh,
Thank you,
thank
man.
you.
Thank
And
you.
I want to thank you very much for spending time with us on Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio tonight. I have learned so much about you. Everyone listening, I'm sure they have learned much more about the biowarfare. We had no idea what was going on with your band, and you enlightened us to tell us exactly what's going on with you. But I want to make sure that we got everything covered before we go. So, that being said, is there anything else that you would like to bring up to the listeners that we have yet to discuss about biowarfare? That we have yet to discuss about the band? Anything else you'd like to mention before we go, Alessandro and Mario?
Nothing comes to mind right now. I think you did the right questions, Dave.
Wow, we got lucky. Just joking. No, no, no. This is what we try. This is what we aim for. Try to cover all the bases, as we say. So I want to know then, Alessandro, Mario, at this time, would you like to say anything out there to your fans that are tuning in? Your fans from all around the world. You've been telling us very good responses to your music. So, is there anything that you'd like to say to them?
Yes, of course. We are really grateful for all the people who listens to us, who support us in Bandcamp, the people who writes us, who comments on social media and videos, the video reviews, and all the feedback we had these last weeks. We didn't think that this was gonna be like this. So thank you very much for that, and thank you, Dave, for contacting us for this interview.
Thank you for making
Amazing.
it happen, but you lied to me. You said your English is no good, and it's perfect.
No, it's far from perfect, but
No,
thank
it's
you very much.
perfect. It's perfect. It's great, and it sounded like you had fun. You may have been a little bit nervous, but I got to tell you, you did an outstanding job. So you're definitely going to be welcome back. Anytime you have new music, you're going to be here. I promise you that.
We will. Maybe in February we might release some single, but it's still
We'll
we'll
see.
see.
We'll
We'll
take it
see.
as it comes. Like if you want to just get with me for a little bit to talk about the single, we can do a little. Like, it doesn't have to be a full interview, but we can do a catch up and talk about that. Whatever happens, we can follow you and then keep it going. That's what we do. So at this point, I just want to wish you and everyone in Biowarfare a very happy New Year. May you have a great 2021, and may you have some great stories to tell us, that successful stories, and that everything is working out very well for you. I mean, there's a reason why you left Venezuela to go to Chile to make something of yourselves, and I know it's a lot of work, especially since you all have regular
Yes, it
jobs
is.
and you're trying to keep the band going. And I hope at one point you can get the band signed because that's a dream for every band. But you know you'll have our support here at Metal Messiah Radio. So I want to wish you the best. Stay COVID free. And anytime you have news, please hit me up.
Of course, man.
Yeah,
You
if you
you got
happen
it.
to
You
have
got it.
another video or if you have some tour dates lining up, please, please inform me so we can help spread the word. And how about now we go crank up some more bio warfare with music off of wiping out the human race and let's crank it up loud. How about it?
Of course, yes. That sounds amazing, man. Thank you very much again, and stay safe,
Definitely keep
guys.
in touch and let's go crank up more bio warfare and crank it up loud.